Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy almost Christmas. I hope you guys are having a great holiday weekend so far. I know it doesn't look very Christmassy over here, but whatever, it is what it is. Get to stare out into some nice blue ocean over here, and it's great. But let me go ahead and talk to you guys about the holiday blues, or loneliness that tends to creep into to the holiday season, depending on who you are. Maybe you do get-togethers with friends and with family. Maybe you do Christmas parties. Maybe you just celebrate by yourself, and maybe you don't have any family or any family that you particularly care for, so you just spend the holidays by yourself. Or maybe you're on the grind like me, and you can't celebrate really Christmas or the New Year. You know, it is what it is. You're just stuck hustling and making money and trying to get your foot in the door. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not celebrating Christmas this year. I'm not, because I just have a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to get this. First of all, I'm trying to get this going, and then get it to the point where I can do it full time. And then, second of all, I'm struggling a little bit financially, as are most people. So I kind of got to do what I got to do this year. But there's always next year, right? Even though, I mean, who knows what's going to happen a year from now? I mean, I may not even still be around. But there's always going to be 100 more Christmases, so I'm not really sweating about it. But for those of you guys that kind of are, and actually, I take that back. It is a little bit discouraging driving people around that are able to just live a normal life and celebrate Christmas as normal. They're going out with their friends and their family. Tomorrow, I am going to be working tomorrow, and so I'm going to be picking people up and dropping people off at Christmas get-togethers and whatnot. So that can be a little bit disheartening for someone like me. But for those of you guys out there that are experiencing the same thing, I just want to let you know that you're far from alone. And not everybody lives this quote-unquote perfect life. Not everybody life is really hard, and I think people are just doing the best that they can do with what they know. And just because you live a quote-unquote normal life and you get to go to Christmas parties and you get to go to get-togethers, doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going through something. Who knows? Maybe they're not really looking forward to sitting down with their uncle or their aunt across a table from them. Maybe they're not looking forward to that because of whatever. Maybe they have different political beliefs, or maybe there's some underlying animosity that's brewing. So that's probably not super fun for anybody. So, or even if you're experiencing the opposite, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything wrong with you, or that you're not lovable, or that you'll never experience the same thing. It's just ebbs and flows. Life can be up and down, especially when you choose a harder path. When you choose the path of least resistance, that's that's what tends to happen, is that you'll go through months or even years of your life not being able to really celebrate the holiday season because you're so laser focused on building your business or building your brand or you know, extending yourself. I totally get it. It's really, really difficult. And believe me, it's, I know it can suck sometimes. I know it can feel lonely. But just know that this is temporary. This is only a moment of your life that will pass and will be in the rearview mirror, you know. And then you can actually celebrate the holidays with people that you actually want to be around. Because here's the thing that I really don't like about holidays or about birthdays is that you're kind of forced to sit in a room with people that deep down you really wish that you were somewhere else and that they weren't in the same room with you. So that's why I don't particularly care that much for holidays. Birthdays, I kind of gave up on that a long time ago. I would say, well, once you get past the age of 30, I really don't think that you should care about your birthday anymore. I mean, I don't know, that's just me. I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about that, but you know, to have like birthday parties and cake and like having people come over to your house. I mean, like, what are you, 7 years old? So, you know, so holidays and birthdays are neither here nor there for me, to be honest. But I just want to let you know that if you are experiencing a lot of loneliness and a lot of depression, just know that you are your own person, and that there's people out there that love you. And if you haven't met those people yet, well, you'll meet them soon enough. And just know that in the storm that you're in, sooner or later it's gonna come to pass, and then you'll be surprised by how awesome your life will be, and how great, how much the right people will actually really genuinely love you, you know, for who you are. So anyway, guys, Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it brought value. If it did, share it with your friends and your family. I also want to let you guys know that that very soon I'm not going to be doing daily episodes anymore. I'll probably only do these 2 to 4 times a week because I want to focus on different things. And they will be videos, but it's going to be different categories. Like I'll start, like I have this live series that I'm doing right now called Revived Talks, where I go live and talk to you guys a little bit about my life. That's a platform where I feel like I can be a little bit more vulnerable. And then I'm going to be doing interviews with people out on the beach, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but I think will be really fun. And that's going to be a whole nother series in and of itself. I think I'm going to call it Maddie on the Strand. And I'm going to be doing a podcast pretty soon, because I know that everybody's been harping on my voice. Matt, you have such a deep voice. Why don't you just get into radio? Well, I am going to get into radio. I'm going to start doing a podcast, so stay tuned for that. That I think for now will be called the Collectively Fearless Podcast. So stay tuned for that. Probably not going to be an hour to 2 hour long format like most of your podcasts. Probably for now, just keep it around 30 to 45 minutes, because I really don't need a whole hour, 2 hours to talk about my life or ask somebody else about their life and, you know, their accomplishments and so on and so forth. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode, and Merry Christmas, and as always, I will see you again next time.